Okie doke. So this is an instructional video about posting on Instagram and Facebook. So I'm also going to have you do that pretty darn quickly, at least with most of the stuff. So what I use is Canva for my Facebook posts. And there's a link in the description of this video that gives you the template to use for my posts. So if you don't have come on, go away. If you don't have a Canva account, go make one. It's free. And then the link will work. And the template that I use, I don't know why this stupid bar keeps coming up the top, but the template I use, it looks like this. It's really simple, black and white. I'm going to get to that in a second. Ignore that. So yeah, this is the document you're going to use. What I do on social media is I post 2 question graphics and 2 quote graphics and 2 quote texts per day. The rest of the social media stuff I'll handle. Don't worry about that. And so I'm going to have you make those things and schedule those things. So I'm going to have a Google Doc that I'm going to share with you that has the quotes for the quote texts that you can put on there. And there'll be things that I said, like quotes that I came up with and whatever. So just copy and paste this in here. Choose a different font every time. Make sure it's readable. Make sure it's not too small. Make sure it's not all like cutesy and whatever. This is about as crazy as I get with my fonts. And then just download it. Click on this arrow, keep it as a PNG, and download. Pretty straightforward. For the questions and the quote texts, I use Pinterest a lot to find them. So just, again, if you don't have a Pinterest account, make one. It's free. It's really quick. And for the record, I know I'm having you make a lot of accounts, but you can get rid of them all at the end of 3 months if you never want to use them again, or keep them because a lot of other business owners will use them as well. Whatever you want to do. So when you get to Pinterest, you can search something like authenticity quotes. If I can spell authenticity quotes. Did I do that right? I think so. And then these different things will come up. Find one that has who it's by. And this is just for the text quotes. Like I said, the Google Doc is for the quote graphics. And then again, I gave you access to my Facebook account. So Facebook, go to my Facebook page. And when it loads, okay, publishing tools. Scheduled posts here on the left, create. And then you would type the text from this quote in here. So quotation marks, the text of the quote, can't spell, that's okay. End quotes, dash, and then who said it. And then schedule it according to the schedule that I have posted or that I've given you as well. And what you want to do is on Tuesday, schedule for Wednesday. And on Wednesday, schedule for Thursday. And on Thursday, schedule for Friday. Don't try to do it the morning of because you're going to be late on the schedule. Because I learned that lesson the hard way. So that's what you do for quote texts. The quote graphics, like I said, Google Doc, make the quote, download the quote, pretty straightforward. Upload it the same way and just do a 2 emoji caption. So I do a lot of hearts, a lot of 100s, a lot of hands and clappy stuff. If there's one you think is important, like I scheduled one for later today that talks about 1 step forward adds up into 1,000, but you have to take that first step forward. And so I use 2 of these little foot emojis. So just find something that you think is appropriate. Don't do 10,000 emojis, just 2 hearts or 2 footprints or 2 this or 2 that or whatever. And again, schedule it according to the schedule that I gave you. And then for the questions, I also use Pinterest a lot. So I will do like personal development questions. I can't spell. Development questions. Still didn't spell. Oh well. And you'll get things like this. So 23 questions to know yourself better. And then just pick some. Like, what are the 3 words that best describe yourself? Has your personality changed since childhood? Try to be as on brand as you can. Like, if you have children, what would you recommend them to do or not to do? You could do that one, but I don't really talk a lot about family or parenting or anything like that. So there's probably better ones on this list that you can look at. So for those, again, copy and paste the text of the question here, change the font here. Make sure it fits and is centered. Like, you don't want it to look like that. I mean, that's kind of obvious. So fill the space a reasonable amount, but don't be like, yep, that fits. That's great. No, babe, no, that doesn't work. So make sure it's centered, make sure it looks appropriate. Again, make sure it's readable. Download it as a PNG and then go away, you stupid little bar. I don't know if you can see that, but the toolbar for Zoom keeps popping up. And then again, schedule it. As far as the captions for the questions, you can either repeat the question or do something like, let's hear it, or give me your thoughts, or what do you think about this, or something like that, just to get people talking. So your responsibility for Facebook is 2 question graphics, 2 quote graphics, 2 quote texts per day according to the schedule. That's it. Sometimes I will want to post those myself. And so if you are like, okay, I'm scheduling for August 10th, and you come up and I already have 2 things scheduled for August 10th, just remove those from the schedule on your list. So don't double post. If I already did a question at 10 a.m. and a quote at 2 p.m., don't also do a question at 10 a.m. and a quote at 2 p.m. Just leave those time slots blank. Then for Instagram, I'm going to give you access to a tool that I use called Later. And you're going to pick one of the quote graphics that you posted on Facebook and upload it to Instagram. Same caption, the 2 emojis, and then do 10 italicized, I'm going to show you, 10, or not 10 italicized, 10 little star dudes, and then a selection of hashtags. And I'm going to give you access to a document as well that has the different hashtags on there. Just pick one and post it. And post it at noon. And so what that looks like is, let's say I'm going to post this on the 10th. Drag and drop to noon, insert your caption, blah, 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 and it'll automatically be set to auto, and just click save, and then it'll post right on that time that you want it to. Again, if I already have a post scheduled for the day that you're trying to schedule a post, don't post that day, because I've already taken care of it for that day. And sometimes things come up where it's like, I want to ask my audience a specific question, or I want to share this specific quote or something like that, that I'll do that. But for the most part, this is going to be your responsibility. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, that's social media posting. And like I said, the link to this template is in the description of this video. So basically the only thing that's about it is it has this credit down here. This you can play with. Don't go crazy and add graphics and color text and whatever. If you want to run something by me, feel free to do that, but don't just do it, because I do like to keep it really simple, black and white, things like that. So yeah, I'm going to give you access to that Canva template. I'm going to give you access to my Later account, and then you already have access to my Facebook account. Just make a Pinterest account if you don't have it. And that should cover it all. If you have any questions, as always, let me know.